Our next speaker is Saladin Allah.
Good evening, Council. First, I just want to thank everybody for being here. I think if you just look out into the audience, I don't remember the last time where we saw this sense of social equality and people advocating for a common cause. And I think one of the more recent examples of what we're striving to do here is our Niagara Falls Underground Railroad Heritage Center. I'm a director for community engagement at the Niagara Falls Underground Railroad Heritage Center. And I'm sure all of you have actually been there. It is in a customs house that was built in 1863. That building itself was on one of the 7 sites to save in New York State, so it took about 300 people, community members, public officials, everyone coming together to save that actual building. And many people did not believe that it was possible. Many people didn't believe that. But through those efforts, we saved that building, and through adaptive reuse, we converted it into our Underground Railroad Heritage Center, right? Now, our Heritage Center is an experiential museum. It's a micro museum. It's small. It's on the north end of this territory, and it's hard oftentimes for people to actually get there and to find the directions because it's not right in the center of everything. But just last month alone, we had thousands of students that came through those doors to learn about the history that we teach. And again, this is a micro museum, and that's just February. Imagine a building that is 4 times that size in the center of our tourist district. Do we not believe that people would come through those doors to learn about the rich history and the culture of our people here? That is a critical part of our cultural heritage tourism in this city. A lot of times, many people have this idea of economic development as building a business over here or building a business over here. That's not economic development. We have to create corridors of development. And a part of that is being able to revitalize a lot of the cultural assets that we have within this community. That is the key to our economic development here. Our Niagara Falls Underground Railroad Heritage Center is just one part of that. I'm working with a team of experts and historians, and we are at this moment literally working with the design team to develop the site where the Cataract House stood across the street from the Turtle. Literally right now, where we're creating a memorial to honor the people of African descent who were a part of the Underground Railroad, literally across the street. We were also a part of creating the content and the history that is in the new visitor center that is inside of the state parks. That's indigenous centric. I literally wrote the content for the history of people of African descent in this city. I did it. And millions of people are gonna come down there and see it every day. And I deliberately put content in there to honor the various different assets within our city, like our Niagara Falls Underground Railroad Heritage Center, to direct people into the city. So think about that asset in the state parks. Think about us being able to develop this memorial site that is right outside of the state parks, across the street from the Turtle. Think about developing the Turtle. Think about the public art. We have over 24 murals that we've literally created along Main Street in the Northern Corridor. And our Discover Niagara shuttle takes people not only along those areas where we see Oakwood Cemetery, which is another cultural asset, our murals, our Underground Railroad Heritage Center, and Fort Niagara. This is a free shuttle. And additionally, we offer free membership to every citizen in this city, so we can make sure that there are no barriers for our citizens to have access to their history and their culture. We're doing this with a micro museum. A micro museum. So we know what we're talking about is possible. We know that it's possible. So as I stand before you, I'm here to support my indigenous family members and community members to save the turtle. Thank you.
Our next speaker